So let's talk about the credential controversy. So a few days ago, I sent out an email that I think the subject line was "No credentials, no problem." And we heard back from a few people that got that email that weren't happy with it. And they were people that had a lot of credentials, a lot of fancy letters after their name. And I get it. You put a lot of work into achieving some type of certification and you feel invested, and that's fantastic. But I also know that my life has been completely changed by coaches who don't have any credentials. People who just learned, and mostly learned from experience, and then figured out how to pass that experience along. Now, this isn't to say that going and getting training and being a coach or getting credentials, getting credentialized, going through certification is bad or wrong. It's great to have those tools. It's great to have the coaching tools so that you can help people. But the reality is in the world that we're in now, people are paying for results. They're not paying for credentials. And there are absolutely areas where you want to have someone who has got all the credentials. If you're about to go into surgery, if you're seeing a therapist, if you need legal help, you want someone who's got all that formal credentialization. But the reality is that, again, in this, well, like, look at me. I've coached literally thousands of people on how to launch and grow their businesses. And I have no credentials whatsoever. It's just something that I've been doing a very long time. You know, I started my business and I became good at marketing. And after about 8 years of trial and error and figuring things out, then I started coaching people. And it's worked out pretty well. Their results have become legend. And so it's the day of needing a bunch of letters after your name to be able to coach someone, those are long gone. The reality is people pay for results. And coaching can be a great way into this business. If you call this business, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it the wisdom business. Or you can call it the experts business, the knowledge business. There's a lot of different names. But this idea of sharing your knowledge, whether it's via a product, an online course, a membership site, a mastermind, a seminar, a workshop, or one-on-one coaching, one of the easiest ways, in my opinion, to get into this business is to start coaching. I mean, it's a well-trodden path. First, you coach individuals, and hopefully you get a bunch of those under your belt. My friend Eben Pagan, this whole controversy started when we sent that email was to promote his virtual coach training. And I was just talking to him and he said, get 10 one-on-one clients and coach them and get results for them. And once you get those 10, then you get so much better at doing this. So that's a well-trodden path to go from one-on-one coaching to small group coaching to creating a product. And then often it circles back to very high-end coaching, but that's going in a different direction. That's for another day. But the reality is, if you've put in the work and gotten some credentials, fantastic. That's awesome. But these days, people aren't paying for credentials. They're paying for results. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.